Hi, it's Juris and welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk, and today we will take a look at Tattoo Machine by Dragonhawk. It's the Year of the Horse Tattoo Machine. There's one little thing that's very interesting, and that's main reason why I want to talk about it, why I want to make this video. Everything else is pretty much regular stuff as you would expect from these type of tattoo machines. And as usual, brand have not seen this video beforehand. I have not been paid to make this video. It's not a sponsored video. We do have affiliate program with them, I think. These are my honest thoughts on this tattoo machine. Now let's do the review of Dragonhawk's Year of the Horse Tattoo Machine. The usual, it's ups, it's downs, and who this tattoo machine might be for. Probably for everyone who likes these type of machines. Start with ups. Machine is sold as a kit. You get this cool box, and in the box you get tattoo machine, and you get 2 batteries in different colors and 2 grip sizes, 32 and 39 millimeter grips. And price for the kit is $319 US, which is not bad at all, considering that you get tattoo machine, 2 grips, 2 batteries. Let's see what else is in here. Unboxing experience is pretty cool. Get this box, it opens up like this. There's some technical papers, instructions and all the good stuff. There you go. Super nice packaging, super satisfying to get it open. And obviously I have already unpacked it, but you get this grip with this battery, you get another battery and grip in black color. Boom, that was the machine and other grip. USB-A to USB-C cables, 2. A little baggie with extra gaskets, RCA cable. Also a little converter that you can convert this tattoo machine to RCA if you want to work it on a cable or you want to work with your existing RCA connection. Battery pops off here and pop this little thing on and you have this little chunky thing going on. You also in the box you get a little shoe, which is sort of Vans looking shoe, which is like a practice skin that you can do some tattoos on. A little fun extra element, which is always welcome. According to the charts that they have on Webpage and that they sent me, there are some improvements from previous models, a bit stronger battery than, depends which one you compare to, so it's okay battery compared to one or another, this Year of Snake and Year of Whatnot batteries. It also states that it has stronger motor. I don't have previous models to compare it to, but as on its own, working with it, this tattoo machine feels just fine. And this tattoo machine also have Bluetooth option to connect it to pedal, and it also states that it can be connected to some sort of app. I didn't try the app, I don't know if it exists or it will be, but Bluetooth option is there. And the main feature I wanted to point out, the thing that I think is pretty unique in this type of machine market, it has adjustable stroke and it adjusts up to 4.5 millimeters. Usually these type of machines go up to 4.2 millimeter stroke. This one goes from 2.5 up to 4.5, and that was really welcome feature and very interesting feature to try. And now this machine has it. There are not many tattoo machines out there that stroke wheel goes more than 4.2 millimeters. Here it's 4.5, which is pretty awesome. And basically that's the main reason why I was interested in this tattoo machine when I saw that it's up to 4.5 millimeters. Other nice things about this tattoo machine is its screen. It's super like nice and bright screen, and it has these cool animations. When you change voltage, you can see that the little sort of liquid is filling up on the screen. And also when you charge it, it also have like a little fun animation going on. These screens are pretty awesome. I think soon we'll watch cartoons on them. Somebody should play Doom on these things. Grip itself, because its shape, you can see it has a bit of like a shapiness going on. Even when wrapped, it feels super grippy in hand, which is obviously a good thing as well. It has 2 modes, like many machines now have the dot mode. So by double pressing the power button, you can switch it between modes. Boom, one and another. On this machine, they go by Hertz mode and Volts mode. And on Hertz mode, it goes down to 3 Hertz. From what I feel, it's not like a single dot, it's like these little bursts of dots, but maybe it's just because the wheel is spinning. Anyway, I don't find that mode very useful. But maybe somebody somewhere in some underground warehouse in Berlin or something will see this and be like, that's what I need, and will come up with some new crazy style. And new styles are popping up left and right. Maybe for somebody it's really useful. And it goes 3 Hertz, then 5 Hertz, 7, 9, 12, 16, 22, 32, 48 and 90 Hertz. What's cool, it have like a preset modes. There's a mode that has M on it. If you tap that, it goes from M1, M2 and M3 mode, which is like a preset that saves what voltage or hertz you were working on. It sort of saves presets, which is cool. On volt mode, it have 5 modes. I mean, I love presets, but maybe 5 is a bit much because you might as well just press buttons. Let's see, I double tap the power button, it goes into volt mode, and then I press M and it switches through the different presets that I have worked with. And you can see that the little liquid level sort of changes according to the voltage. 3 would be enough, 5, whatever. I'll take it. Now with that, let's slide into downsides, because 5 presets may be a bit too much. Not a real downside, but something that I wanted to mention. Also not a real downside, because of the type of tattoo machine, it's just something you have to do, but these are a bit tricky to pack. I'll show you how I do it. Favorite packing material. And what I do, I don't move battery around much, so I will put it on the part with stroke wheel. Boom, we have this situation going on. Battery is locked in place, but you can still adjust stroke wheel. If you're not planning to touch stroke wheel while you're tattooing, you can lock that part in place and that would be actually good, but I'll touch on that in a second. Why? Now I take another piece, boom, put it roughly over the grip. And we have this situation going on, stroke wheel, needle length. To cover this part, I'll take another piece of this and do that little fold over itself, and I would put this right there so we can still move everything, and a bit of grip tape for grippiness. And that's where one downside comes in. It's a bit tricky to pack, and then when you work with a stroke adjustment wheel is super light. It's lighter than the needle length adjustment, so there is a chance that you will move it by accident when you move needle. What I do when working with this tattoo machine, if I need to adjust needle length, I would just go, depending on which way I need to go, I'll go all the way to 4.5 or 2.5 and then adjust it that way, and then move stroke wheel to my desired stroke length. I wish stroke wheel adjustment was a bit harder, but what it gives you, the options you don't have to put directly on like 4.5 or 4.1 or 3.8. You can basically have it anywhere you want, and that's something you want to keep in mind, because you can adjust stroke wheel by accident when tattooing, and that can get in a way if you don't pay attention to it. You can be suddenly like, ooh, why my needle is going so strong or not strong at all, and that's because you have accidentally moved the stroke length. As usual, great amount of greasy material on a machine, and grips are hollow, no funky stuff going on. You can clean them, sanitize them, nothing damaging would happen to it. Let's put this one on. Skinnier black grip that you can match with black battery, but obviously when it's packed, it doesn't matter what color it is. But this is a pretty neat color. I like it. Now, who this tattoo machine might be for? Well, obviously for anyone who wants to play around with stroke length, or somebody who had previous models that maximum stroke length was 4.2 millimeters and you felt like it's just a little bit like not enough for you. And now you have this option with 4.5 millimeter strokes on the top end and 2.5 at the lower end. I've used it from 3.5 and up. I don't do much where I would need those small stroke lengths. They're useful. Probably someday I'll try to use them. I use them with 1003 3-liners. That would be the smallest needle that I used it with, and I used it at like 3.5 and 3.8 millimeter stroke length. And when I was shading with 3s, I just put it up to 4.5 and drop voltage down, and it worked just fine. It pushed 7 round shaders with no problems, and I used them with 15 magnums as well, and no problems there as well. I believe that this machine should be able to use any like standard groupings, obviously not some crazy big stuff, which is very specific. For me, I noticed that there's a big difference from 3.8mm stroke to 4.1. It was sort of like when you work with 3.8, it was 7/9 liner, I don't remember, but on 3.8 it was sort of like, I'm not feeling it. And once I switched it to 4.1, it was like, now we're cooking with gas. That's how I felt working with this machine. I noticed that there's a big difference in a punch, at least for me, in my situation. And that's it. This was my thoughts on Dragonhawk Year of the Horse tattoo machine. Those were my thoughts. Now you share yours. If you have anything to say, leave that in a comment section. You have used previous models of the Year of the Snake and Year of whatever it was. If you have used those, what do you think, how it stacks up to this one? And in general, are they good? Are they okay? I mean, all machines are pretty much okay these days. This one is a bit more interesting because of that bigger stroke option. If you have anything to say, leave that in a comment section. And do the usual like, subscribe. If you're super awesome, then share this video. If you are using our affiliate links when shopping for tattoo products, then thank you very much for that. That's it. Stay safe. I'm out. See you in the future episodes. Peace.